to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Second down now after the incompletion. Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Again, it's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third and long, it's Wentz looking for the end zone. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kevin White, 29 yards. And the Texans can take the lead with the extra point. And it is good, and his guys have taken the lead in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot. We were thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on fourth down, to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Cooks, 50 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little...
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Defense showing blitz. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They find some open field here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
To throw is Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That